I was going to go with the classic Shut the Up t-shirt for today for CPAC for Velveeta Voldemort speaking today. But I decided...
He's not till Sunday.
Right, so I'll wear it Monday. You can always reuse that. It's at StephanieMiller.com.
Right.
Right. Even when he's gone, these shut the up, Johnny, because just how much it's lodged in our brain. But I decided to go with the I will resist sexism, homophobia, transphobia, etc., racism t-shirt because in honor of we have Representative Angie Craig, the first lesbian mom in Congress, to talk about the Equality Act. Also, I'm going to need more isms to fit on this t-shirt to fit today's Republicans, right? Because they're aren't they making up new? They're just horrible, mean people. Can we just say that? I don't think it's. I don't think it's partisan anymore. They're just really horrible, mean bullies. They're douchey. It's not just QAnon Betty and her high school. Like, I'm going to put my anti-trans, right? Putting an anti-trans sign across from a woman who has a trans child. It's just mean. Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Yeah. They're the Yahoo comment section personified.
Yes, that's what my T-shirt is. It's a lot. It covers a lot of isms, but it's hard to. We saw it. It was quite a buffet yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sexism, racism, transphobia, homophobia. I'm sorry. What, Travis?
Rand Paul over in the Senate.
Yes,
when it was
Rand Paul is
different.
right. I was getting to that in just a moment. Just let Mama speak. Okay. Yes, Rand Paul also awful. It's hard for someone to be as awful as their hair, and he manages every day to reach that bar.
That's a lot of hair.
Yeah. Yes, he was talking to our first trans nominee for. I'm sorry. I'm Deputy Health and Human Services.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, pediatrician. She's fantastic. Anyway, he was comparing trans surgery to genital mutilation, and it's a mixture of stupidity and meanness and racism and sexism and homophobia and transphobia. It's like a big ball of okay. All right, so and CPAC starts today. Hooray! And I can't wait to talk to our ecclesiastical mook because they literally made Donald Trump into a golden calf. They literally just wheeled in a statue of him as a golden. It's a golden Trump in, I don't know, patriotic boxer shorts or something.
And sandals.
Yes, it is a statue made of gold. I will ask John if there's anything about that in the Bible.
I think in the Bible that doesn't end well.
No.
I just want to let them know that it doesn't end well.
It does not.
Yeah.
It does not.
No.
Okay. And they're just, it's like cowardice and meanness just runs through the whole party. Mitch McConnell, what did we say about why you can't trust Mitch McConnell? He's a criminal who belongs in prison. I think the criminal justice system ought to pursue him. He didn't go away with anything. Yeah. Are you going to vote for him? Oh, absolutely. I will vote for him if he's the nominee in 2024.
I think
oh my God! Can you be Trump... and a turtle at the same time? Yeah. What a giant sea turtle!
Well, okay. Yes, he is a real
sea turtle. Yes.
I don't think he thinks Trump is going to get.
Yes. That's why it's even more craven. I've been saying that. That's why it's even more craven. Is this? Yeah. They know he's going to be dead or in prison. Oh please! It's he'll be too infirm. He's in horrible health. All of it. But it makes it even. I couldn't believe it. He both belongs in prison, and you'll support him if he's the nominee. Okay, really?
Yeah. But historically, I don't think a one-term president has come back and won election again.
No.
I think being a one-term president damages a person so much that they can't come back from that.
And someone who lost one of the biggest landslides ever, and I don't know, this current president has one of the highest approval ratings already, right? I mean, okay. And everything he is proposing has approval ratings through the roof, right? It is, Oh, here's something else. Barbara tweeted, the price tag to repair the Capitol after Trump incited an insurrection is $30 million. Really? We can't pay people $15 an hour, but that's on our tab? He should get that bill, right? And that's counting, right?
Right.
And hello, the Capitol Police woman, who's the acting head, just said yesterday, oh yeah, they want to blow up the Capitol and kill everybody for the State of the Union. So that's why that's going to need to continue, right? The fencing and the National Guard and the whatever, because they won't say, as we keep saying, the one true sentence, this was not a stolen election. And he's going to go repeat the big lie this weekend at CPAC, right? And they're all going to parrot the lie.
Yep.
Yeah.
The matter-of-fact way that Capitol Police Chief said that was incredibly chilling.
Yes.
She said, yes, they are planning on blowing up the Capitol.
But this is Mitch McConnell. He's not going to do a real 9/11 commission. He doesn't. It's like, why? You can't trust anything. He just said that. As somebody said, for donors or whatever, didn't vote for impeachment. He's not going to allow a real bipartisan 9/11 commission because he knows Republicans are complicit and it's going to implicate Republicans. So it's just,
everything Republicans do is for donors and getting more donations. That is the only thing they care about.
Power. Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy, all they care about is retaining their position. All Mitch cares about is getting the Senate back.
And they retain that position by getting as much money as they can from their gullible donors.
Yeah. Alex tweets, CPAC is hilarious year. The theme is America uncanceled, but they've already canceled multiple speakers for not loving Trump enough. You cannot write this stuff. You cannot.
True.
I just, oh my God, I don't. Okay.
I can't. I literally
cannot even. This is why I'm in a mood this morning over the.
I can tell.
Who's even heard of the parliamentarian saying, so it's, and I agree with our friend Pramila Jayapal, who said, like, Americans are hurting so much. Like, they're not going to care about, like, this was Susan Collins, whatever, and this wasn't a bipartisan, we had to use reconciliation or blah, or the parliamentarian didn't like the blah. They're going to, right? Like, they're going to care about whether we deliver what we ran on. And it just, it is so infuriating, right? This whole $15 an hour is what 60% of Americans, am I quoting that right? Almost everything Democrats are trying to get done is wildly popular, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They said last night on Rachel, they were talking about in Florida, Donald Trump barely beat Biden, but minimum wage increase passed by overwhelming numbers.
Yeah.
I feel like this is what Rachel was leaning into last night without just outright saying it, was that we need to lean into this. If it can't be a part of the COVID relief, then we need to make them vote on this. We need to make them vote against minimum wage increases, but in the House and in the Senate.
Yeah.
Because that's something we can run on in 2 years.
I am, okay, I'm not kidding this morning. I need to make the trip to Arizona, and I am not around this time. We did not work this hard to get the House, the Senate, and the White House to have Kristen, is it Kristen or Kirsten?
Kirsten.
That's who you are now.
And Joe Manchin,
Kirsten.
right? To have two Democrats, I just, okay. Yes, Tommy Vitor, PodSave, said, unless the Senate reforms the filibuster, it will remain a broken, stagnant institution where an unelected parliamentarian decides whether or not we get a minimum wage increase. I mean, it's been $7.25 for what? 12 years?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It is so, frustrating. Yes, Ari Berman said I'm sorry, this is another poll. 67% of Americans support raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, but it can be filibustered by 41 Republican senators representing just 21% of the country. This is why we need to abolish it. It's okay. It's just endlessly frustrating, this whole, how out of step Republicans are with America. The fact that they're filibustering COVID relief that 75% of Americans, and by the way, Paul Krugman, did you see him? Fairly liberal, like, what do you call it? Award-winning economist. Mm-hmm. He said, I almost want to pinch myself. This bill is so good. Like, I can't believe we're getting a bill like this. So the COVID bill, they know is going to, if A is wildly popular, B is going to work, but it just, but it just, anyway.
But
I know now there's a bunch of different moves to try to figure out how to get $15 minimum wage or blah, blah, blah. I mean, even Paul Krugman was like, if we could get hire some of the, compromise things that are $12 or something. It just seems like this was the opportunity, because it just, unless you use
it was just that one little part that didn't go along with reconciliation, that wasn't eligible for reconciliation. Everything else is eligible for reconciliation.
Right.
That one part, the $15 minimum wage, is not.
Yeah. Anyway, filibuster trip to Arizona. Put it on my schedule.
Okay. All right. Wait, you got a vacation coming up in like what, 3 or 4 weeks?
Yes.
4 weeks?
Yes.
Like that?
Okay. Well, I won't probably be vaccinated yet, so not yet. But when I get there, Missy.
I see.
When I get there, Missy, I'm talking to you, Cinema. When I get there,
so you're
you
no
better.
longer in a hurry.
I'm in a hurry, but I already got COVID from traveling to see my mother. I want to go save my country in addition to my mother, but I'm not getting COVID again.
You know how you say that she doesn't know who you are?
Yeah.
It's when she gets briefings about these types of statements that she knows who you are.
Oh, you mean when I say these things publicly into this microphone? So. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now she knows when your vacation is. So there you go. Great.
Yeah. It's around the nexus of your vacation. This is
fencing has not only gone up around the Capitol, it has gone up in Arizona, an area of Arizona for unknown reasons. Okay.
Central Phoenix, yeah.
Oh dear.
Build that wall. Okay.
Actually, I think she lives in Tempe. So yeah, our fence is going to go up around Tempe.
Make a note of it. Well, the security is definitely recording that you said that, and then I wrote it down.
Now you're the accomplice.
Tempe.
She was my state representative for a while when I lived in Tempe.
Well,
so yeah.
George Takei is right. He said, "How ironic that should the GOP filibuster the Equality Act, only 3 of them voted for it in the House." It will be Kirsten Sinema, the first openly bisexual person ever elected to the U.S. Senate, whose baffling support for the filibuster actually prevents the bill from ever becoming law. History is watching, Senator. I think his point was also,
You are all right. A douchebag.
Okay, but let's not do that. He's trying to go with carrot and not the stick. Is just right. Because, okay. Yeah, Brian Tyler Cohen said today Democrats in the House passed historic legislation barring discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. Republicans lost their minds over a toy potato. That pretty much sums up where the parties are.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Potatoes don't have genitals and they don't have a gender, so everybody calm down.
Well, and also that they're just changing the name of the line of toys. There's still going to be a Mr. Potato Head and a Mr. Potato Head.
It's able to have
It's going to be the Potato Head line of toys.
Right. Yeah. It certainly seems like something to get very exercised in a once in a 100-year pandemic. Pardon me?
Those people don't read past the headlines.
Yeah.
They see, Mr. Potato Head is going to be gender neutral, and that's all they care about.
Well, it's an important.
And that's not what's happening.
It's an important issue facing most Americans who can't even have food insecurity and can't even eat a potato because they don't have. Okay. All right.
You're in a state.
Well, I'm trying to get to some happy news real quick before we break.
Okay.
Representative Tim
I thought
Ryan.
the potato head was.
Representative Tim Ryan says the issue of tours by rioters before the riot has been turned over to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Oh.
Good.
Oh. Well, that's certainly good news. Oh, and then our friend E. Jean Carroll on Twitter says Cyrus Vance, the Manhattan District Attorney, has Trump's taxes. Oh. Fani Willis, the Georgia prosecutor, has Trump's phone call. Mary Trump has her grandfather's will, and I have the dress. Trump is basically in deep... Oh my goodness. Thank you. Happy thoughts for a Friday. Happy thoughts. Okay, I don't think she can talk now, but she just liked something I tweeted, and then she started following me. So maybe when she can talk, she'll come on. We'll do a happy hour.
Okay.
All
right.
Be fantastic. All right. It'll be fantastic and profane like John Boner's new book, which looks like I got to put that on my weekend reading. Got to put that on my weekend reading list. I guess. Do you think he's going to get all weepy in certain chapters like he used to? All right, American people. Tavern. I started working at a tavern. All right, American people. He is reportedly refusing to stick to his own script. It's the audiobook version of his new memoir on the House of Washington memoir. He is ad-lib. The Cabernet-loving Boner is ad-libbing, not safe for work material in the more expensive audio version. He apparently said, Ted Cruz, go yourself. And then he tweeted, poured myself a glass of something nice to read my audiobook. You can blame the wine for the expletives. That's my old excuse.
Wow.
And then it turns out I'm just a potty mouth, wine or not. I don't know.
Right.
Oh my God, I just love Everyone Hates Ted Cruz. Okay, yes, we have Representative Angie Craig making her debut on the Stephanie Miller Show. First lesbian mom in Congress. Very exciting. We, of course, have John Fugelsang, and then the Black Power Hour. Fridays with Frangela in hour number 3. Yes.